Legacies have built their story on the foundations of the Vampire Diaries, so it's only natural that we see a lot of cameos here and there, but not for these select actors who believe their characters have run their course in the show. For today's video, we'll be listing down several Vampire Diaries stars who won't appear on Legacies. Keep on watching to know more. Joseph Morgan. Starting today's list of stars who refuse to make an appearance on Legacies is the British actor and director Joseph Morgan, who played the role of Nicholas Klaus Mikaelson in The Vampire Diaries. In The Vampire Diaries, he was the original werewolf-vampire hybrid and initial romantic interest of Elena Gilbert. Later on, he became the lead role on the TVD spinoff The Originals, along with Phoebe Tonkin. In Legacies, Nicholas Mikaelson is known as the lead character's father and was even mentioned directly more than a few times. Yet the actor refused to partake in the series, even in flashback sequences. As we all know, Klaus Mikaelson was killed off in The Originals, which the actor believes is the perfect ending for his character, so it doesn't make sense to enter into the fray. In an interview with TV Guide back in October 2020, Morgan explicitly stated that he will never appear on the show. He feels it's inappropriate to return in the form of a ghost, or a flashback won't cut it since his character's journey on the show has already ended, and that his story is already complete as it is. To make an appearance for just a brief moment may just leave the fans hanging, and for them to want more, considering his time during TVD and The Originals was exciting enough and epic enough as it is. You know why? The actor rhetorically asked, "I have The Originals box set on my shelf, and it's a beautiful thing because it's 5 DVD sets that are a complete story from beginning to end of this guy, Klaus Mikaelson." Well, starting back in The Vampire Diaries Season 2, Paul Wesley. Next on the list is Paul Wesley, one of the two main male protagonists in TVD. He portrays a 171-year-old cured vampire named Stefan Salvatore. He revealed that he'd be willing to return behind the scenes, but not as his character Stefan in the show, which he shared in a statement during a Television Critics Association panel in August 2019. The actor shared that he never sees it happening, and seeing how vampires are eternally youthful, Wesley is against the idea of using CGI to maintain his appearance in the show. "I have to be honest with you, I never see that happening," Wesley bluntly replied. "I don't think it will ever happen." He further added, "When they need to special effects my face, that's when I know I need to quit." Depressing as this news may sound, there's actually an actor from TVD who will be making an appearance in Legacies, so that's something to look forward to. If you want to know who this actor is, keep on watching to know more. Ian Somerhalder. Another TVD star who refuses to return on screen is the other main male protagonist of the show, the American actor and model Ian Somerhalder, who portrayed the 108-year-old vampire Damon Salvatore in the show. Like Wesley, Somerhalder was open to the idea of returning to the show, just not in front of the camera. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Somerhalder shared how he is more than willing to have a shot at working behind the camera with TVD co-creator Julie Plec. "I actually would love to talk to Julie Plec. I would love to go and direct one of the Legacies episodes," the actor told the news outlet back in November 2019. "Because I know Paul Wesley went to do it, and he called me and he's like, 'Bro, this is effing crazy because it's all of our old sets, which is a time warp 10 years ago.' He's just going, 'Dude,' he was actually kind of emotional about it. He goes, 'This is crazy.' So here's to hoping maybe we could see some of Somerhalder's directorial debuts in future Legacies episodes." Kate Graham. Another actor who feels like she's done her part in TVD lore is the American actress and singer Kate Graham. We all know her for portraying the role of the powerful witch Bonnie Bennett, as well as one of the main characters of TVD. She's played this role for 8 iconic and solid years, which is why she also believes the curtain is drawn for Bonnie Bennett. Even in Legacies, Bonnie's name is often referenced, especially when the characters need some witchy expertise. In a press tour back in 2018 at the Television Critics Association, she relayed that her chapter is closed, which she expressed with thankfulness. "I say that with absolute gratitude and appreciation, but I don't feel like reprising my character that was almost 10 years of my life. I'm very grateful, but I'm not interested." Phoebe Tonkin. Australian actress and model Phoebe Tonkin was originally cast in The Vampire Diaries as a friend of Tyler Lockwood, Haley Marshall. In the series, she portrayed a werewolf that later became a hybrid in the spinoff The Originals. With fans loving her character, she became one of the main characters of The Originals and married Nicholas Mikaelson, later on bearing a daughter, Hope Mikaelson, who is the lead character in Legacies. Despite having a direct connection with the lead character in the show, the actress believes Haley's storyline covered all corners. "I think Haley's story was properly explored both throughout The Vampire Diaries and over the 5 seasons of Originals," the Australian told TV Guide in an interview back in June 2018. Furthermore, the actress believes that Legacies will have its own adventures and storylines without tapping the old characters, who will return in Legacies. But don't lose hope. One of the Originals alum made their debut in Legacies, and it's none other than Hope Mikaelson's aunt, Rebecca Mikaelson, who is portrayed by the Australian-American actress Claire Holt. The actress reprised her role and made an appearance on the recent episode of Legacies, which aired last November 11th. The official synopsis of the episode read, "Hope is tracked down by the one person who could help her. Rebecca is fearful of what path Hope has chosen, but makes every effort to get through to her." It's been 3 years since we last saw Rebecca on the finale of The Originals back in 2018, and since her niece is struggling with a lot of things right now, she's more than determined to reach out to the young hybrid who's in dire need of assistance. She's the second aunt that visited Hope, with the first being Freya Mikaelson, who is played by Riley Vogel in an episode back in 2019. Nicholas Mikaelson has faith in his sister, seeing how he entrusted Hope to her at the finale of The Originals' first season. Are there any other TVD or Originals alums who will appear in Legacies? Although several of the main characters in TVD and some others in Originals closed their doors for good in reprising their characters, show creator Julie Plec shared that there are plans to introduce several characters from TVD lore into the show. "We are going to try and do that as often as we can without making false promises about who we might see," Plec shared with Entertainment Tonight in October 2019. "I would love to be able to deliver on that as much as possible. I can say that I love being able to bring in characters from the first 2 shows, The Vampire Diaries and The Originals. It's always great to see these actors again in our crew family." But of course, this wasn't a one-sided discussion, where Legacy's co-creator Brett Matthews also said that it's up to the actors if they want to take the offer or not, which he shared with TV Insider in an interview earlier this year in January. "If any of the actors from our past ever called us and we had the right story, we'd do it in a second," Matthews assured. "There's always a chance, and if any did, I wouldn't want to spoil things. If anybody's dying to come back and dip a toe back into this universe, just tell them to call me." What's Legacies about? Legacies is the second spin-off from the CW's supernatural drama The Vampire Diaries and is currently in its 4th season. Set in Mystic Falls, it tells the story of Hope Mikaelson, a hybrid who is the daughter of Nicholas and Haley Mikaelson. The show is led by Danielle Rose Russell as Hope, with Matt Davis reprising his role as Alaric Saltzman from The Vampire Diaries. The event takes place 2 years after the events of The Originals, where the young Hope is now attending the Salvatore School for the Young and Gifted, where they teach young hybrids like Hope and other supernatural beings how to control their abilities. And with that, we're concluding today's episode about the list of the Vampire Diaries stars who won't appear on Legacies. Which TVD or Originals star are you hoping to debut in Legacies? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Before you go, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.